truly glad you're here. Take a slow breath before you begin reading. Let your shoulders soften. These stories are not just meant to inform the mind, but to gently settle the heart. Deeper reflections on 10 Buddhist stories for inner peace. 1. The empty boat. When nothing is personal, a man is rowing peacefully when another boat crashes into his. Anger rises instantly until he sees the boat is empty, drifting with the current. His anger disappears as quickly as it came. So much of our suffering is born in interpretation. When we assume intention, they disrespected me, they meant to hurt me, our ego ignites. But often, people are simply being carried by their own currents. Stress, fear, habit, unconscious pain, reflection. What if more situations in your life were empty boats than deliberate attacks? When we stop taking everything personally, we reclaim enormous emotional energy. 2. The monk and the tiger. The sweetness of now. A monk flees from a tiger and finds himself hanging from a vine over a cliff. Below waits another tiger. 2 mice begin gnawing at the vine. Death feels inevitable. Then he sees a strawberry growing from the rock face. He plucks it and tastes it. How sweet. This story is not about denial. The danger is real. The uncertainty is real. Yet even here, there is sweetness. We spend so much of our lives mentally suspended between what has happened and what might happen. Meanwhile, the strawberry is here, in this breath, this moment, this sensation. Reflection. Where is the strawberry in your current circumstances? 3. The 2 arrows. Pain and the story about pain. The Buddha taught that we are struck by 2 arrows. The first arrow is unavoidable pain, illness, loss, disappointment. The second arrow is the mental suffering we add, resentment, shame, catastrophic thinking. The first arrow hurts. The second arrow multiplies the hurt. Why does this always happen to me? I'll never recover from this. I'm not enough. Between the event and your reaction, there is space. That space is your freedom. Reflection. Can you allow pain without adding a story to it? 4. The mustard seed. You are not alone in grief. A grieving mother, Kisa Gotami, begs for her child to be brought back to life. She is told to collect a mustard seed from a home untouched by death. She goes door to door and finds none. Every home carries loss. Her grief does not vanish, but it transforms. She sees that suffering is not her private punishment. It is part of the human condition. Grief isolates us. Shared humanity reconnects us. Reflection. What changes when you remember that others walk this same path? 5. The farmer and the horse. The wisdom of maybe. A farmer's horse runs away. Bad luck, say the neighbors. Maybe, says the farmer. The horse returns with wild horses. Good luck. Maybe. His son breaks his leg training one of them. Terrible. Maybe. Soon after, soldiers come to draft young men for war, but not his injured son. Life unfolds beyond our immediate judgment. What seems disastrous today may become protection tomorrow. Equanimity is not indifference. It is steadiness in uncertainty. Reflection. How might your perspective shift if you replace quick judgments with maybe? 6. The Buddha and the angry man. You don't have to receive it. A man insults the Buddha publicly. Calmly, the Buddha asks, if someone offers you a gift and you refuse it, who does it belong to? To the giver, the man replies. Then I refuse your anger. We often believe that when someone projects negativity, we must absorb it. But emotional sovereignty means recognizing choice. Not every insult requires a reaction. Not every emotional offering must be accepted. Reflection. What might happen if you stop receiving what harms your peace? 7. The teacup. Loving without fear. A monk holds his favorite teacup and says, "In my mind, this cup is already broken." This is not pessimism. It is awareness of impermanence. Everything changes. Everything ends. Because he understands this, he appreciates the cup fully while it lasts. There is no illusion of permanence, and therefore no clinging. When we accept impermanence, love becomes purer. Gratitude replaces anxiety. Reflection. What would you appreciate more deeply if you accepted its temporary nature? 8. The robe. Giving without ego. A wealthy merchant offers the Buddha a luxurious robe. Instead of accepting it, he encourages the man to give it to someone truly in need. True generosity is not about recognition, prestige, or self-image. It is about relieving suffering. When giving is free from ego, it becomes transformative for both giver and receiver. Reflection. What motivates your generosity? Image, obligation, or compassion? 9. Nalagiri the elephant. Strength through compassion. A wild elephant is sent charging toward the Buddha. Instead of responding with fear, he radiates loving kindness. The elephant slows, softens, kneels. Aggression often expects resistance. When it meets calm compassion instead, its energy changes. Loving kindness is not weakness. It is disciplined strength. Reflection. Where in your life could calm presence disarm tension? 10. The raft. Even wisdom must be released. A man builds a raft to cross a dangerous river. Upon reaching the other side, he does not carry the raft on his back. The raft served its purpose. Teachings, beliefs, and even spiritual practices are tools. When we cling to them rigidly, they become burdens rather than supports. True wisdom includes knowing when to let go. Reflection. What are you still carrying that once helped you, but may no longer be needed? The deeper thread that connects them all. Across these stories, one quiet truth repeats. Much suffering comes from interpretation. The present moment always holds something alive and real. Impermanence is not the enemy. It is the teacher. Compassion dissolves separation. Letting go creates lightness. Inner peace does not require perfect circumstances. It requires a trained and gentle mind. Thank you for taking the time to reflect on these teachings. May they bring a little more clarity, steadiness, and warmth into your life.